Hi, my name is Karen, and I will be doing an assessment on the Velasquez family. So we will first start off with the family demographics. The first person that we have here is Maria. She is the mother and the head of the household currently. She is a 43-year-old female who identifies herself as a white Hispanic slash Latina. Her highest level of education would be some college. Currently, she is involved in a domestic partnership with Lewis. Her employment status as of now is that she is employed. And lastly, she was born in New York City, the United States. Now, the next individual that we have in the Velasquez family is Lewis. He is the father, and he's usually the head of the household. However, Maria has taken on this role simply because he is at the hospital. He is identified as a 42-year-old male and is a white Hispanic slash Latino. His highest level of education was not recorded because he would not like that information exposed. His marital status is domestic partnership with Maria. Currently, he is unemployed because, as I've mentioned, he is in the hospital. And lastly, he was born in New York City in the United States. Lastly, we have Nathaniel. He is the son of Maria and Lewis. He is a 7-year-old male and is identified as a white Hispanic slash Latino. Currently, he's in second grade, so that would be his highest level of education. And he was born in New York City in the United States as well. His marital status and his employment status were not recorded simply because he is not of age. Now, the family resilience. Currently, Lewis is an inpatient at New York Presbyterian Hospital and is getting treated for his cancer, which is called aplastic anemia. Since he is considered to be the breadwinner of the household, the Velasquez family struggles financially to make ends meet. They also struggle with maintaining time to see Lewis and getting Nathaniel a babysitter for after school. Although this is a difficult situation, Maria and Lewis value family and believe that they will get through this time of need. They have a positive outlook in Lewis's recovery and believe strongly that everything will get better, and for now they must work together as a family. Even though Nathaniel is only 7, he is beginning to feel sadness and loneliness because both parents are not currently at home. One parent is currently sick and is staying in the hospital for a couple of months, and his mother is currently employed, so she is busy as she's trying to split her time between seeing Lewis as well as being home taking care of her son, Nathaniel. Maria has made an effort to be more flexible with her time by splitting her time throughout the week at the hospital and returning home to be with her son, Nathaniel. Maria and Lewis have talked to Nathaniel about his father's condition and why he has to be at the hospital and how this means a few things will change. Maria and Lewis both believe that by communicating with their son, it will allow him to understand and adapt to this new and temporary lifestyle. They try to communicate with Nathaniel and telling him that this is not a permanent thing. Um, his dad will continue to be sick, yes, but he will be better and not have to be at the hospital. He will still have to receive treatment, but for now, this is just how it's going to be, kind of thing. That's what they're trying to communicate with their son, and they keep trying to reassure him that everything will change within time. It just depends on daddy's recovery time. The Velasquez family has a spiritual value in the sense that they pray every night for Louis's speedy recovery and for them to survive. Financially, the Velasquez family is receiving help from Louis's side of the family during this difficult time, as well as from the community through their GoFundMe page. The Velasquez family has made it very clear to express their emotions in order to provide a solution and comfort. They like to find the humor in life and seek happiness during challenging times. They have communicated with their son that it is okay to feel sad or angry and even happy. They have encouraged him to speak up when he's feeling sad, and they have also made it clear that it is okay to cry when you're sad. Um, they do seem like a family who enjoys to laugh. Um, they do like to see the more optimistic side of life. They do not like to dwell on sadness, and they try to communicate that with their son as well. So for the community resilience, although the Velasquez family has shared feelings of embarrassment for creating a GoFundMe page, they have accepted the fact that they need financial help during Lewis's absence. They have reached out to the community to donate to help the family survive. They have also reached out to New York Presbyterian, where Lewis is currently staying, to create a blood drive for Lewis to receive blood transplants as per his treatment and survival. The community has provided much emotional support as well as donations. Many resources have been given to the Velasquez family and how they can survive financially, mentally, and emotionally. Level of risk of experiencing presenting problem. The Velasquez family's presenting problem places them at a low level of risk. There are no presenting emotional issues aside from their son feeling sad and lonely, in which they are addressing by bringing him along to the hospital to see his father, while also having him participate in school trips and having a babysitter come over to take care and entertain him. By allowing his by allowing their son to go on school trips, this can make him seem like a part of that classroom community instead of depriving him from activities that can seem fun for him. Like, for example, going on a trip to the park or to a museum. That would make him feel less lonely because at least he is going to certain places with his friends. There are a wide range of social supports for the family during this tough situation. The hospital has been able to create a blood drive for Lewis's sake. The community has provided some donations through their GoFundMe page, and they were given resources on how to obtain some government assistance during this time. The Velasquez family has often reached out to their family to help as well as their community. Now, a plan for prevention. As a plan to prevent their son from keeping these feelings of sadness and loneliness, I have suggested that they try to maintain their usual family routines, such as watching television together, reading together, playing board games, and even talking and laughing for hours. The only thing that would change, of course, would be the environment. Instead of being at home, it would be at the hospital. Although this can be a little uncomfortable, especially for a young child, um, it's still important to try and maintain their usual routine, even if it's in a different environment. Although this is a challenging thing to do, both Maria and Louis agree that this can make Nathaniel feel less sad because they are still a family trying to maintain their normal routines as if Louis were home. It was also suggested as a part of the plan for Maria to try and split her days for when she goes to see Louis and staying home with Nathaniel. That way she can spend time with her son and her husband. And by her doing so, this can be a plan for prevention of Nathaniel feeling sad and lonely because he gets to see his mom. And if she decides to take him with her to the hospital, he can see his dad as well. So that will definitely combat the feeling of loneliness and sadness. And it can also help Louis not feel lonely as well because he is at the hospital and he receives visitors here and there. Now that is all that I have to report for the Velasquez family. I do want to apologize for any background noise. I had two animals running around the house, but nonetheless, thank you very much for listening to my presentation.